All right. Okay, you are 3 high school girls.
I like how you guys look at me and laugh. Okay.
Monica, Tina, and Erica. And the 3 of you go to a high school in the fantasy lands of Faerun. The school name is Obmam, O-B-M-A-M.
Obmam.
And it's located in school district number 5 in the vast farmlands east of the city of Candledeep. The Obmam Scarecrows recently won the regional basketball championship. And there's a celebration tonight in the gym for all the seniors. And so you guys are a little worried about, you got to make sure you get...
No.5, write that down.
You got to make sure you get dates for the dance.
Oh, yes. Shouldn't be too hard.
So, it's lunch hour, and the group of you are at your 4th friend, Sandra, her locker.
Are
And
the Backstreet Boys there?
You're just about to head... They were killed.
Didn't they go to my school?
They were killed.
Yeah. They were killed.
They were all lynched. You're at Sandra's locker, and it's just about lunchtime. You're about to head to the cafeteria for lunch. You're all standing around.
Sandra.
That's Sandra's. She's the 4th girl in your group.
Okay. Sandra's our
She's
friend.
going to be the one that dies.
No.
Like in the movie. You know, she's the one that you
found
see first.
with the
and
Backstreet
then-
Boys.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she'll be found with their bodies.
Yeah.
So, anything you guys want to say while you're at the locker?
Okay, so nothing's happened yet.
No, you're just standing.
We're at a normal town in a normal
You're
school.
in a normal high
It's
school.
like, think of
in
Twilight.
Fantasyland.
Edward Cullen, he's sniffing you, and...
Or Hogwarts high school.
Okay, so...
Are there any moody vampires at our school?
There is one.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Moody.
Is his name Miles
Moody
Teller?
vampire.
Is his name
Miles
Edward
Teller.
Cullen?
Edward
You don't know if he is a vampire or not, but he's kind of a loner.
Is he good looking?
So is Edward Cullen. He's the one.
He's kind of a loner. This is exactly how Edward was.
His name is Buddy Tondi, and he's a dragonborn barbarian.
Buddy
Ooh,
Tondi?
I like that.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to write
He's
stuff
kind of
down?
he's kind of a greaser.
Write shit down?
He's kind of a greaser. He's got
Oh.
long, greasy hair.
No!
But he's good looking. He's got pale face, though.
Okay. Sounds
Like
like a
James
guy. Sounds
Dean?
like a guy for Tina.
Because he sounds like he's from the 80s. He's like some 80s
Okay,
rocker.
so I would like to see if Sandra has a date yet.
Who's Sandra? Oh, she's our
Oh,
4th.
Sandra.
And Sandra says, "Well, I've been hoping Josh, McCabtastic. I'm hoping he's going to. Of course, you know that I'm probably going to be named prom queen, and I'm hoping he asks me out, and he could be prom king, and we could be the prom queen and king together.
Why are you guys gonna be prom king and queen?
Well, why wouldn't we? We're
That's-
like the perfect couple.
You're not a couple.
Well, we're about to be. I'm sure he's going to ask
Okay,
me.
well, I need to know if there's anyone there who looks like Miles Teller.
There is one guy.
Okay.
How about Chris Hemsworth?
His name is Kilometers Teller.
Okay, scratch Buddy Tondi. Kilometers Teller, I'm coming. Teller and Monica forever.
And Monica. Kilometer.
So while you guys are talking
Kilo
about
for
that,
short.
talking about Kilometers Teller, Kilo, hey Kilo, that's kind of a cool nickname.
Kilo?
Actually. Kilo.
Yeah.
He does go
You
by
can name your
Kilo.
son that someday.
Yeah, oh, awesome. You're gonna be called Fat.
And why? And you'd be telling your husband why you name that Kilometers Teller. Who's that? Well,
Yeah.
she's a Canadian version of Miles Teller.
Yeah. Kilometers. He's from Vancouver.
So while you're talking, you see this nerdy kind of elven wizard coming up to all of you, and he's kind of licking his hand, his back, his greasy hair.
Ew. Tana, don't bite me.
You notice some freshly popped pimples on his face. And Monica,
No.
you know him.
Oh, okay.
His name is Abe Goul. Abe, Abegoul. And he's in your music class, where
Greasy
he's in the
guy.
horn section.
Oh, of course he's in the horn section. Greasy guy.
And he comes up to all of you, and you all kind of turn to face him. You kind of like watching him in the corner of your eye. And he stops in his track, and he's looking at all of you, and he's kind of nervous. And he finally says, he looks at Sandra. and he says, "Hi, Sandra. There's this there's this dance tonight, and I was wondering if you..." And then suddenly, as he's talking, the hero of the week, Josh McAbtastic.
McAb-tastic.
He's a
I'm
human
listening.
fighter. He kind of jumps into the fray and kind of almost bowls over Abe. And right in the middle of this talk, and he's like, "Hey, ladies! Are y'all going to the dance tonight to celebrate our big win?" And he looks over at Abe for a second and stands in front of him as he's talking to you girls. And he looks over at Sandra and says, "Sandra, you're looking really good today. You're looking kind of hot. How would you like to go out with tonight to the dance with the captain of the basketball team, the championship basketball team?" And Sandra goes, "Oh, that'd be awesome, Josh. I'm so looking forward to it." And
Ew. I'm gonna be prom queen.
you guys can all roll this D20 dice, the large one. It's called a perception roll. Check. So
Aren't they the same?
Roll this dice.
Tina, get it together.
No, roll the orange dice.
Well,
Just roll that. And tell me what you got.
13.
What is this?
That's a
9 or 6?
9.
11.
And then there's a perception check here. You have your wisdom is a +1. Add that to your.
I have plus
Roll.
0. Why don't I have any wisdom?
Okay. Well, you're not wise.
Okay.
So add that number to your roll and tell me what you got.
13.
12.
What? What are you talking about? I
9.
got a 9. There's
Mom,
no
what's
9
what's
here.
9 plus 1?
10.
You have 9 on the
And then
dice.
this wisdom is
plus
+1.
1. So you get not 10.
Add that onto your roll.
But where's no 9?
The
How do
9's
I-
right there.
9's
Yeah,
the
but
roll.
then how
Then-
do you know which one to pick?
Dad told you
I
to
told
pick
you
wisdom.
which to pick. You pick your wisdom one. So +1.
But what's this 12?
That's your ability number, which decides what your plus modifier is.
What?
Don't worry about it. Just the answer's
So
10. The answer's 10.
Okay. Do I have to write this down?
Nope.
No.
So, Monica and Erica, while you see Josh talking behind him, you just kind of see Abe skulking away. He's muttering, "I must get a date." And he just kind of skulks away.
This is nerd guy?
This is the pimple guy.
Yeah.
Greasy guy.
So Josh and Sandra, they kind of walk a bit. They kind of put their arms. He puts his arm around her shoulder, and she's all excited. And they start walking towards the cafeteria. It's lunch hour now.
It's what, sorry?
It's lunch hour.
Okay.
Oh man, what table do we sit at?
Well, you guys
We're
are
gonna-
kind of the cool group because Sandra's the cool chick, the hot cool chick.
Oh, so we're mean girls.
So
Yeah.
she's Regina. And I'm fucking Karen. Sorry, I shouldn't swear.
Oh, there's lots of swearing in D&D.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Lots of dick jokes.
Okay,
all
well-
things.
Who are the mean girl characters?
Okay, well,
What are their names?
Well, Regina was one.
I'm gonna... And Gretchen Wieners.
That
Who's
was
gonna
Rachel
be,
McAdams.
Who's gonna be
wasn't it?
Katie?
No, that's Regina. Anyways, sorry.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys are following them into the cafeteria, and they sit down. And walking into the cafeteria, you see streamers of the school colors all over the ceiling and kind of spreading down to the walls. And the championship trophy is sitting in the center of the cafeteria, kind of on a raised table, and with the school mascot, which is a scarecrow, propped up against it, giving it a big hug, and representing this farming community around you guys. And yeah, you sit down at the table. There's a couple other guys here. One table over, Buddy Tondi, the guy I described to you. He's kind of a loner greaser dragonborn with a Mac jacket and steel-toed boots. He likes to shop, and he smokes in the smoke pit after school and
Oh, I know this
halfway
guy
through the
from high
school. And at the table that you're sitting at is Corey Rundlecarp.
What's with these names?
He's a math genius, Air Genasi, so he's kind of got this breeze. His hair's always flowing around and all that. He's a little geeky, but he still likes sports.
What's his name?
Corey Rundlecarp. He's really good at math. He's a little geeky, but he's still really good at sports. He's like
Hairband.
7'3". He's super tall, and he's on the basketball team because of his height. So he's on the team, so he gets to sit with the basketball team. And you see kind of Buddy Tawny kind of looking over at your table a little bit, and This other guy shows up. His name is Torek Gubble. And he's a large, kind of a green half-orc kind of guy. He's on the wrestling team. He's not very smart, but he's very strong. He's just kind of...
So this isn't a
sits
normal
down.
world.
No,
No, Mom,
it's
you're
fantasy.
a freaking half orc.
Oh.
Yeah, you're green. When you got like big teeth,
Tusks
sticking
and-
tusks. You're kind of
Just go with it. Just
you're
go
like,
with
you're
it.
like 6'3".
Anything
kinda
you know, just
muscular.
ignore right now. Just go with it.
Yeah. So why don't you guys describe your characters actually?
Okay. So,
What's your name and describe what you
I
are.
am Monica Thimblecap. And where's my description?
Well, just describe what you're a halfling rogue.
Oh, do I make it up?
Yeah. So a halfling. So you're like a short little
Yeah, of
skinny, kind of a thief type person. Very
Okay.
dexterous.
Okay.
You can describe what you look like.
I am. Am I like?
You can make up anything you want.
Okay, so I am Monocle Thimblecap, a halfling rogue, and I basically look exactly like Black Widow, but shorter. Really badass.
A
Always
hobbit
wearing
Black
black
Widow.
leather.
Really
Black leathers all the
black
time?
leather, super stylish.
So you come into the cafeteria, do you do the superhero landing?
Oh yeah,
Walking in?
anywhere I get the chance, I
Just randomly
do the
superhero
pose.
landing?
Yeah, and
And flick your hair?
yeah, just super
Do the thing with your hair.
good looking.
A little jealous of Sandra who gets all the attention.
Yeah, frick, fuck Sandra. Seriously.
Kyle, what are you?
Erica Tostalamus. I'm an elf mage. I've got the emo bangs with like a streak of neon green hair. I've decided.
The evil bangs.
emo.
Oh, emo.
You know how they like cover your like eyes?
Yes, like on Incredibles.
Like what?
Violet.
Violet.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's what I'm
And she's got
picturing
like
here.
that one streak of colored hair.
So like Billie Eilish.
Does Billie Eilish have colored like
Green,
streak?
green and black.
Oh yeah, she's Billie Eilish.
Okay. And
Okay, good.
how about you, Tina? The green skin, kind of well built, 6'3".
How
Half
do
orc.
I know this?
Half orc. Make it up. What do you want to look like?
So
What
that's,
do you?
that's what you are. You're a half orc. You're green. You got tusks.
You know who I'm like?
You're also a barbarian.
I'm like,
Fiona from Shrek.
no, that chick from Game of Thrones. The badass,
Oh, the tall chick.
tall chick.
Oh.
What's her name?
Something of something.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm like her.
Of Tully.
But dark hair.
Yeah.
Brienne of Tarth.
Yes.
That's who I'm like.
Something of something. See?
Think of
I
that.
was
That's
so
what I'm
close.
like.
That's what tipped me off. It's
And I
something
walk
something.
around with armor on.
Brienne of Tar.
Armor.
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
nice.
and do you have both?
But it's like-
tusks, or is one broken, or are they both?
Oh
in
no, they're
perfect
intact.
condition?
They're intact.
They're perfect.
They're pierced
They're
too.
perfect.
condition? You go to the dentist a lot, floss.
That's good. Yeah.
Really good
All
piercing.
right. Any other
jewels embedded.
So you're just badass.
I'm just badass.
So that makes I'm more badass.
But like hot.
yeah, same.
Hot
yeah,
badass.
Hot badass.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
really like
Yeah.
like the sexy
Totally. Yeah.
kind of
Yeah. Like metal, big boobs. like
Big green boobs.
big chest plate.
Yeah, big chest plate. Exactly.
does the chest? Okay, here's the question everyone needs to know: does the armor chest plate have nipples built into it?
No, that's just tacky.
No nip.
built-in
That's
nipples.
no nip chest
Because
plate.
Batman
No,
had
that's-
the nipples in his armor.
No, that's just tacky.
Does he really?
One of the Batman movies.
It says taxi. No.
Yeah.
Tacky.
So no nipple armor.
No.
All right.
Okay.
No.
You might want to think about it.
Don't show the nip.
Yeah, okay.
Free the nip.
No, I don't show the nip.
Um,
Because it's too distracting from everything else.
That might be-
people just
oh.
be like this.
Oh, okay, so you'd rather them look at your tusks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Sandra, who's actually very good looking, but she's short as well. She's a dwarf fighter.
I'm taller than.
No, you're actually a little bit smaller than
Dang
her.
it.
But she actually has a little bit of a beard growing on her chin. But it looks,
Suck
it just
it,
suits her
Sandra.
somehow.
Sandra
And,
has a
Suck it,
beard?
Sandra.
Oh
And
my
she's kind of
gosh.
got the blonde hair and a little bit of blonde beard, but it just works for her. I don't know. It's, it's
Oh,
great.
okay. Nice, awesome, good for you, Sandra.
So Tina, Torek Gubble, the large half orc, he's kind of giving you some grunts and looking at you.
Giving you the
He's
turtle
on the
sex
wrestling
grunt.
team, and he's the one guy who's besides Corey Rundlecarp, who's a little bit taller than you. He's not very smart, but he's super strong. He just kind of like, Tina, dance tonight. You and me, we go together. Dana!
Is this guy, what's he like again?
Hello,
He's like
Dana.
dumb but strong. You like that?
Dana.
He's the wrestler.
No, I like smart.
Dana, me, you dance.
Just go with it. Do it.
I strong like an
is to get
ox.
a date. The goal is a date. All right.
I strong like ox. You pretty like horse.
I got you going. Nothing like.
I think he should prove
I'm
himself.
getting hot here.
I think if he wants to go on a date with you, he should prove himself.
Yes, I agree.
In a battle with me?
No, with someone, he needs to prove himself worthy.
I beat somebody up.
I like that.
Really?
Oh yeah, do it.
Okay.
So what do you tell him?
Tell him to go find Kilometers Teller and get him to ask me out, and that will prove him worthy if he gets me with Kilometers.
You want to do that?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, well, you gotta say that.
In the voice.
In the voice of Tina
What does Tina sound like?
Schwarzenegger.
No, just go like.
So you gotta do your orc voice.
Yeah. It just has an annoyed look on her face.
Like that right now?
Mom, just do the grunt. You can do it.
A grunt? Why do I need to grunt?
Okay.
You can talk
I'm
like,
not gonna grunt.
you can talk like Shrek if you want.
She's already like, leave her alone. Right?
A little familiar walks in.
Yeah.
Besides Erica, little cat.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Tell
What
him,
you
tell
ask
him.
of me?
if you want to go with me, go find, who is it?
Kilometers Teller.
Kilometers Teller.
And get him to ask Monica out.
I do it now, and it's
And get him
this,
to ask Monica out?
Yeah.
And that's the only way I'll go with you.
this big hulking guy. He goes bashing out of the.
Wait,
out of the
I don't know.
cafeteria.
I think I want Kilometers to want me on his own though.
It's too late. He's gone.
Dang it! I don't want to scare him into it.
So Erica, Corey Rundlecarp, the 7th Air Genasi, he's kind of saying, "So, Erica," and he's looking way down at you because he's pretty tall. You got a date tonight for the dance?
Who's talking to me?
Corey Rundlecarp, he's the math genius Air Genasi. He's like 7'3".
He's got the hair wind all the time.
His wind's always blowing around. He's on the basketball team because he's 7'3".
Okay.
7.
He's kind of a tall. He's a little bit geeky because he likes math and all that, but he likes sports too.
Erica looks dead inside because she's emo. And she says no.
Oh man, that sucks. Do you
Rejected.
Think, do you think I have a chance with Monica or Tina?
So you asked her, and now you want to know if she... Monica? Okay.
Well, right now he's Corey.
Corey Rundlecarp,
Corp.
the tall dude.
Carp.
I feel like starting some shit, so I'm just gonna say like, no, I hear Sandra doesn't have a date. You should ask her out right now.
Oh.
Oh wow.
I heard she's really into you.
Erica, you know, I'm on the basketball team with Josh McEbb. Fantastic. Like, I know he said he was gonna ask Erica out. I can't go against my own teammate. He's captain.
Yeah, but she wants to go out with you.
Oh man, maybe if I talk to Josh, I'll ask him.
But you gonna be a pussy about it?
Oh! Roll an intimidation check.
I didn't know we could do that.
11.
No, I'm gonna ask her. I'll ask her.
Okay.
Are you not drinking right?
And he kind of walks up to Sandra, and Sandra is noodling with Josh right at the table.
Noodling?
Noodling up.
What's that?
Well, just cuddling up and talking and laughing.
So
and-
cuddling.
Yeah, and Corey says, "Hey, Sandra," and Sandra looks up, and Josh looks up at her, and Sandra's like, "Yeah, Corey." Big breath. Do you want to go to the dance with me? And Josh just stands up in front of him. "Excuse me, Corey," and he's like, "What? I heard she's into me." And he starts pushing him, and they start shoveling each other, and their teacher comes over. "Hey, stop that, kids!" And Josh is like, "You better get out of my face." And Corey just kind of backs off a bit, and he goes out of the cafeteria. He kind of confused as to why he thinks that Sandra's still into him.
There's the hole there. Watch. Just quiet, Gord. Just don't.
Dad, stop.
Gord, don't.
Dad, don't.
Gord, don't.
Okay. So, there's another guy. He shows up.
Oh my god, all these guys just coming to our table.
I know.
His name is Rich Griffinak. And this guy, he is a halfling like you.
So he's short.
He's short. But he comes off as this egotistical guy. He's this rich asshole. He's a halfling bard. So
Rich.
He's a rich asshole.
Grove.
Rich Griffinak. Like Griffin and then Ack. He's a halfling bard, so he's in music class with you guys, but he's singing. So what instrument do you play in music class?
The violin.
The violin.
That's
so
such a flex.
Rich is in the choir. You're in the violin. Abe's in there. He plays the trumpet. And so Rich comes after you and he goes,
Look at this. Oh, jeez. Okay, we need to flip this around.
he says to you, Tina, "Hey, Tina,
I'm Monica.
Monica, you got a date to the dance tonight?" And he kind of opens his cloak a little bit. He's got a bottle of alcohol. I got a little something to spice up tonight.
He knows me. He knows me
Yeah.
well. What is it? What is the bottle?
It's Dragon Ale.
Okay.
It's green.
Oh, so it's like absinthe.
There you go. He's kind of stuck up. Yeah, he's always been that guy who thinks his gold and his rich family was buy his way through life.
Okay.
And he's surrounded kind of by an entourage of friends who only like him for his gold.
Okay.
And he's like, "Hey, yeah, you want to go to the dance with me?"
This is another guy now?
Why should I? Like, what will I get out of this?
Well, we could have a little of this. We could punch the punch bowl. We could put this in there. We could have a few drinks after.
And then just the dance.
Yeah, just a
Good.
dance.
A few drinks after.
Yeah, a few drinks after. He says the teachers will be checking all the guys though, so
Nope.
I'll need you to sneak this in for me.
What if I just like took the alcohol and told him no?
You can do anything.
I'll handle this and maybe I'll see you there.
You'll take the bottle in.
Yeah, maybe I'll see you at the dance.
He hands you the bottle.
Okay.
And you kind of hide it. You're in the cafeteria.
Okay.
And
Put it in your
and
purse.
so
It's going in my
so
purse.
when do I pick you up?
No, I'll just see you there.
You'll see me at the dance. I'm not picking you up.
I don't want to go with you.
And his mouth is just open. He's like, "Well, what about the bottle? Like, I need the. Do I get the bottle back?"
Well, I thought
I thought-
I thought they were gonna check you, so I'll hold it for you.
Shit. And these guys are kind of like snickering a bit. He gives them all a dirty look to tell them to shut up. He's like, he just kind of storms out. And as he's storming out, you see, you see Torque Gubble, and this huge guy. He's just dragging by the scruff of the neck this tall, good-looking elven ranger, and he's like, "Torque, what are you doing? Come with me." And drags you over to the table, and he just kind of puts him right in front of you. And says, "Kilometers Tella, you are going to the you're going to the dance tonight with Monica Thimblecap. Ask her now." And Kilometers, he's kind of like looking back and looking at you. He's like, "Okay, hey Monica, how are you?"
Good. I'm
He's a
good.
good-looking guy.
How are you?
Good. Yeah, I came here, kinda, and you want to go to the dance tonight?
Oh my god. This is so unexpected. I would love to. Pick me
And
up
Tor
at-
kind of loosens him up, and Kilometers, he's kind of like relaxed a little bit. And he's actually kind of a little bit excited about
Oh, hell yeah.
about going. And
Perfect.
he's like, oh, okay. I actually wasn't gonna go, but yeah, okay, that'd be cool. We're gonna have fun. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
cool. What time do you want me to pick you up?
7.
7:00. Cool. Yeah. Huh. And he just he's humming the words to Great Balls of Fire as he walks out the door.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Great balls of fire.
I wanna. Is Buddy Tondi like sitting on his own in a corner or something?
Kyla,
Yeah, he's a
We both
table
have
over.
dates.
And
You're...
he's kind of the the dark faced, a little bit emo like yourself, and he kind of is looking over you, and he's just kind of picking at his lunch.
I wanna get up and sit over next to Jason Dean wannabe.
Jason Dean
Jason Dean
wannabe.
wannabe.
Isn't it James
and,
Dean?
Buddy kind of looks up at you, and he kind of gives you a look, kind of that sidelong glance. He goes, Erica.
Buddy says this.
Yeah.
Is he like really creepy?
No, he's
Like-
good looking, but he's kind of
He's like-
greasy hair. He's kind of like the Mac Jacket, kind of a a little bit of a redneck greaser vampire.
I wanna.
Not greasy, but slick back hair.
But like he's emo and whatever.
Yeah, he's
Has
well.
to be
He's
emo.
not wearing black, but he's kind of like a
Loner.
loner kind of guy.
Okay, I want to do just like, without even talking to him, I'm gonna take like the tinder box in my pocket and just like, burn like the edge of like an arrow and just like, burn a heart into the table and our initials and just stare at him
Why
the
didn't I
entire
just-
time.
Cool.
Roll
like
a
that.
persuasion with advantage.
With kilometers?
Oh, you got
You don't even have a persuasion. What's persuasion?
that'd be charisma.
Oh, no.
No.
5.
Rejected.
So as you're lighting up this thing and you're just staring at him, and then all of a sudden you realize you've been heating it up too long. Ow! 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 And then you're like, you kind of try to look back at him like you're okay, and then you're scratching into the table, and it's not really and it's just a mess. It's not you don't even know what it is. It's just a bunch of lines, and he's like,
It's modern art.
public defacing of cafeteria equipment, cool.
Yep.
So, what you doing tonight?
Well, I was going to go to the dance with my friends.
Yeah, stupid dance.
Yeah, it's dumb. Have
Yeah,
a stupid dress picked out.
yeah. I was thinking about going down to the lake and just grabbing my dad's vodka and just drinking. What do you think of that?
That's pretty cool. It's very rebellious.
Yeah, you want to come? I got a pack of smokes here too.
Yeah, that's totally cool.
Yeah,
I'd love to do that.
yeah, that's cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We should totally crash the dance later and totally,
we just mess it up.
yeah.
Oh, that sounds
And be
awesome.
what?
We could like shut the power down and
Oh
shit.
my god, yeah.
Maybe like set the building on fire.
Oh my
Well,
god,
for me in
that's
kilometers.
my dream.
Lights turned down.
I was thinking the
Can't
exact same
deceive you.
thing.
You know, when I was a kid,
Really scary.
and my parents drove me in a carriage when I was a kid, and I always used to draw on the back of the carriage with kind of like what you did there. And I used to draw this village on fire all the time in the back of the carriage while we were driving. And that's kind of cool. Just
That's
like
pretty creepy.
burning
I love
people.
it, yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, so I know where you live, and I'll just throw a rock at your window or something, eh? And then we'll meet outside and we'll just go down to the lake.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I'll probably be in my room listening to like emo music and
Oh, sweet.
lying on the floor.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
All right, Eric, I'll see you later.
Okay.
All right. And he just walks out.
Okay.
And it's getting towards the middle of lunch here, and Josh McAbtastic, he gets up on the center table where the trophy is and their mascot Scarecrow, and he starts getting the crowd going. He's like, "Who's excited to celebrate our championship tonight?" And the students go crazy, and he says, "The Omnum Scarecrows are your regional basketball champions!" And he starts chanting, "Scarecrows! Scarecrows! Scarecrows! Scarecrows!" And the whole crowd starts chanting along with him. And the basketball team starts kind of gathering around him and a bunch of other students. And he just leaps into their arms and they just kind of mosh pit him out of the cafeteria as they're chanting "Scarecrows!" and down the hall. And it's getting towards the end of the lunch now, and everyone's kind of clearing out of the cafeteria. And Sandra just asks all of you guys to stick around a bit. You might be late for class, but hey, this is important.
Okay.
I need to talk to you guys.
I'll kick over some garbage cans, then come over.
Who's the guy that asked me out again?
Buddy Tondi.
Buddy. Tondi.
The orc.
No, that was
No.
Torek Gubble.
Oh yeah, the one, because remember he brought me kilometers to go out with you?
Yeah, Torque.
Torek.
Torek?
T-O-R-U-K.
Gubble.
T-O what?
T-O-R-U-K. Gubble.
Torque Gubble?
G-U-B-B-L-E. He's a large half orc on the wrestling
That's
team.
my date.
G-U-B-B-L-E. With the heart! Mine's right here. I manifested
So-
this from the
Okay,
beginning.
there you go.
Kilometers.
Yeah.
After everyone clears out, Sandra, she kind of stands up in front of you, and you guys are all sitting at the table still. In her most pious voice, she stands up and she points the finger at the three of you, and she says, "Look, girls, this night is super important to all of us, especially me. And I'm going to make sure all of you on board to help me be prom queen. And I think Josh, after tonight, he's going to ask me to go steady. And I don't want any of you guys ruining it for me." And she kind of raises a finger up to the ceiling and says, "If Josh and I don't make prom king and queen, I'll be so pissed off that don't know." And then as she's saying that, she's talking to you, and you hear this trumpet sound.
Oh man, Abe's back.
And the finger that she was holding up in the air simply disappears from her hand, like right below the knuckle. And she looks shocked as she stops mid-sentence. She's looking at it, and blood starts spraying all over her as she screams. Blood all over the place and spraying on top of you guys. And she says, "Ah!" And she's waving around. And Mr. Helios, he's a fire genasi. He's the vice principal. And his red hair is literally just flames. And his fury eyes pierce into all the students to see if they're causing trouble. You don't like that guy. He comes running into the hall when he hears the screams, and he's like, "What's going on?" And he kind of stammers, and he sees Sandra spraying side to side, and then she faints on the floor in a puddle of her own blood. And Mr. Helios looks at all of you, and he says, "Get the nurse, quick!" And he leans down, and he's trying to stop the bleeding. So what do you guys do?
Is she dead?
No, her finger is cut off,
Oh.
but it's just bleeding everywhere.
I start collecting her blood in a vial.
Mr. Helios just swats at your hand. He's like, "Go get the nurse!"
Where did it come from that her finger left?
We don't know.
Yeah, it just, she's like this, and then it just instantly disappeared from her below the knuckle, and it started bleeding everywhere.
Do I have a sword?
I whip out my potion of healing and heal her.
What do I have?
Okay. You feed her the potion of healing? Potion of healing? She drinks that back, and it stops the bleeding, but it doesn't grow the finger back.
I'm amazing.
Mr. Helios says, you need to get the nurse. She's a cleric. She can heal the finger.
Okay, so I go get the nurse.
Okay, let's go to the nurse's office.
Okay.
Why didn't you tell me to read this before I started?
We should have just been reading it.
So
I don't know that.
Tina, Eric, and Monica, you go down the empty halls of the school, and everyone's in class. And you finally make outside the nurse's station. It says Nurse Rita on the door. The door is closed.
Open it?
Okay, you open it, you walk in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see Nurse Rita there. She's in her chair with her back to you. She's kind of hunched over her desk, and you know that lots of the boys in the school, they fake injuries just to come and see this beautiful cleric.
Oh, so she's not an old lady. Gross.
Beautiful. She's a human cleric. She's got this beautiful, like, long black hair, and just a very lovely lady. Very nice to the boys and everybody. I need all of you to roll a perception check.
The big one?
Man.
Oh, you guys suck.
4.
1.
Okay. You notice she's not moving at all. She's just sitting in her chair, motionless, hunched over her desk.
Is she blinking?
Her back is to you.
We spin her chair around.
Oh, okay. So you approach her, you kind of spin her chair around, and she goes, "Ah!"
Jesus. That scared
And
me.
you see her face has changed. She's got black veins coming out of her eyes and her nose and her mouth, just kind of spreading across her face. And her skin is all kind of grayish, and her mouth and nose, and she leaps at you. I need all of you to roll initiative.
Is that D20 again?
Roll a d20.
What's the initiative? Which is that under?
You should say initiative there.
No.
Okay.
It's your dexterity.
Your dexterity is +2, so add 2 to your roll.
8,
Add your
15.
dexterity modifier.
9, 10, 11.
Okay, so Erica got 15.
Yeah.
Tina got 11.
No,
Nancy,
Monica got 11.
Monica got 11.
Okay, just because my name sounds like Tina. What'd you get?
6.
You're good at this game, Mom.
Well, you can't help what you roll.
Can you?
What's your dexterity number?
14.
14. Okay. All right. So she reaches out at you, and Monica, because you spun the chair around, she's going to attack you. She's going to swipe at you. And so she rolls a 16 as she reaches out to you. There's a number there called AC or armor class.
Yeah, 15.
15?
Studded leather. Oh yeah, that just goes along with my whole sexy rogue
So
thing.
that determines how easy it is to hit you. So she actually rolls a 16. So if it equals or is higher, she hits you.
Fuck.
So she hit you.
Great. Should have saved that potion for myself.
Well, she only rolled a 1 on her damage, so 2 points of damage. So you could just take your hit points there.
Yeah.
What did your hit points say? 8?
Yeah.
So you could subtract 2 from that.
So 6. And then I die?
Nope. So now that was kind of a surprise attack by her. So, Erica, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I didn't get a turn.
Well, you're in the initiative order. See who goes first. You rolled sucky. So.
I'm just gonna stab her with my sword.
Okay.
Straight up, like no hesitation.
Do it.
You have a sword?
Yeah.
Read what you have. Equipment.
13.
There.
That hits.
Okay. 6. 6 piercing damage.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna stab her in the chest.
And as you pull it, all this black ichor comes out along with blood as you pull out your sword. Monica, you're next. What do you do?
I'm gonna take my silk rope and tie her up.
Okay.
Just in case. I don't
Yeah.
know. I just feel like I need to use my
Well,
equipment.
roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier.
19 plus 3, 22.
Yeah, how are you gonna roll for that? So do you want to tie up her hands or her feet, or what?
Tie her to the chair.
Okay. You tie her to the chair, but her arms are still flailing. She can't move towards you.
No, I want to, like...
Yeah, but she's like swinging around, so I can say.
She's still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I want to tie up her whole body.
She's like jumping at you and stuff like
Oh,
that.
okay. Then...
So, but I'll let you say maybe get her legs or something, or arms.
Sure. Arms.
Arms?
Yeah.
Okay, so she kind of, when she hits you, you kind of get around her, and you're able to wrap around a bunch of rope on her.
Sure.
So her arms are tied. Okay, so she's tied up. Tina, what do you do?
Can I heal her?
Mom's just gonna fuck with everything. Let's just see what this game's all about.
Potion of healing.
So
So,
a potion of healing is usually what you want to maybe save for yourself in case you like get close to death.
Well, then I have a javelin. I'm going to stab her.
So roll a
You don't want
D20.
to save it for the Olympics, or?
Well, I can keep my javelin. I can like stab her.
Yeah,
then,
you can
like
stab her like a spear.
yeah,
So
and
roll
then I
a
take it
D20.
back. A who?
Orange one.
10
And then add whatever he says
for what?
for your javelin.
Dexterity,
So +5.
So
15.
+5. So 15. So
Okay.
you hit her.
okay.
So how much damage does it do? 1d6 + 4. So roll one of those. And add 4.
16.
So you add 4 to that. So you have 6 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So after you slice her with your sword or stab her with your sword.
No,
No,
Kyla
you
does.
tie her up.
Kyla stabbed her. Yeah, you tied her up. You stab her with her with your javelin, and she's kind of like full of holes now. And so now it's her turn, and she's going to try and break free of your ropes.
It's silk, so good luck.
She's struggling. She can't do it.
Yeah. Like this.
Okay. So, Erica, it's your turn. What do you do to Nurse Rita?
I don't know.
To nurse
Are we
Rita.
killing her?
Put a
There's
spell
like-
on her.
There's
Tell
like
why is she
black
like this?
stuff and blood.
Why
kind
is
of
she like
oozing
this?
out of
Put a
her.
spell. Truth serum.
I thought this was.
I don't know.
She's the nurse.
I thought this
Make
was
it.
Sandra that we're talking about.
You're
No,
a
Sandra was
fucking
one who got her
wizard.
finger cut off.
Yeah.
Your friend.
Yeah.
So you went to run to the nurse's station,
Oh.
and she's the nurse.
This is nurse.
the nurse.
Yeah.
She's turned like black veins. Something's come over her.
Oh. I
I know. I want
Just-
truth serum so that you can
She
see what's going
attacked you
on.
guys.
Brew one, witch.
And
She's like-
she's biting it. Like Walking Dead.
Okay. Can I interject?
What, you gonna say
On your
something?
turn, you can.
I'm gonna cast light right in her face.
Light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make a bright light right in front of her eyes.
Does it do any damage or?
No, just
Okay.
to,
So just light, and she just.
I want to try and just blind her.
She just. She's just hard for her to see anything.
All right. And just distract her. I don't know. I don't know
Monica,
to
what do
with
you
her.
do? She's still flailing about, trying to break through her bonds, and snapping at you guys with her teeth.
I would like to use my short sword and cut her head off.
Okay, well you can attack her and hit her in the neck.
Sure.
Okay.
This one?
Yeah. The D20.
18.
That hits. So now, what is the damage for your short sword?
2-weapon fighting, short sword. Sword. I only have... Oh, I have 2 short swords. So I guess I use both.
Oh yeah, you get to attack twice. 2-weapon fighting, short sword.
Well, can I just save one?
Yeah, so you roll 1d6 and you add 3 to it. You can
4, 7.
And she's looking like she's bleeding all over the place. She's not looking very good. So
Okay.
you can attack one more time because you have double. You have another short sword to attack. You have double attack.
Can you, like, see anything that would be causing this weird coming over black darkness thing?
Well, as you attack, this kind of a ichor mist, or black mist, seems to be kind of pouring out of her every time you hit her.
But nothing like I can... Like, she wouldn't, like...
It swirls away in the air. So,
Okay, I guess I'll poke her again.
all right.
5.
Plus what?
Plus, which one do I add to?
Your short sword to hit.
This one?
No. Yeah. So
Oh, plus 4?
yeah.
9.
So that does hit.
It's a little poke.
Let's roll a d6.
1,
Plus what?
4, 5. So 5.
Okay, so the zombie Miss Nurse Rita falls to the ground in the last hit, and as that happens, one second. this black mist comes out of her mouth, and it's kind of coming out of her ears and her eyes and everything, and it just kind of evaporates, and the mist kind of goes up through a ceiling vent and disappears. And she kind of spits, and and she's still awake, and she's like, "What?" Opens her eyes, looking at you. What happened? And you point to, so she opens her eyes, and she's like, "What happened?" And she kind of reaches up to her ear where you hit her with a sword, and she's like, "Ah!" You didn't quite hit her neck. You hit her ear, and you look, and her ear is completely sliced off.
Awesome.
Wow.
You're welcome.
And she's like, "Ah!" And you're looking down at her ear in the ground. It's just bleeding on the ground. And when you're looking at the ear on the ground, you hear a trumpet sound, and it instantly disappears.
What disappears?
The ear, the bloody cut off ear on the ground.
It's Abe. He's fucking with everyone. Abe's fucking with everyone. He's on the trumpet. He's cursing everyone because he didn't get a date.
She says, "Where did my ear go?" And she yells, "It was right there." And she heals herself because she's a cleric. And she kind of wraps herself up in bandages and stuff like that. And
Can't we help her?
she heads off to the cafeteria to fix up Sandra, who had her finger go.
Wait, so she's full of holes.
Yeah, she healed herself though. She's a cleric. They cast magic on themselves or
Oh, I see.
other people to heal themselves.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
Guess I don't feel guilty.
Yeah.
So she says she's
I javelined her.
she leaves to go fix up Sandra, who had her finger missing in the cafeteria, and she says as she's leaving, "You kids get your next class. Strange things are happening around here. We don't want anyone wandering the hallways."
Wait, what about Sandra?
She's going to go heal
Okay.
Sandra. She's still in the cafeteria. So so you guys head off to your next class, which is the fantastical horticulture class.
Horticulture.
And Urs Maktok Fiersch is a gnome druid. And she's got sticks and vines sticking out of her huge, thick hair, and she's got huge spectacles covering her eyes and a big bulbous nose. She's short. She's the teacher of the Fantastical Horticulture Club. And she sees you girls come in a little bit late. And she says, "My lovelies, you look a little beaten up. And you've arrived just in time. I think I might have something to fix you up." And after digging in a closet full of vials of liquid with leaves and vines and other things, she gives you a potion. It's inky black liquid in it. And swirling around in it, you notice there's something in there that's solid. And she's like, "Bottoms up!" Grinning
Fuck no! What is it?
You don't know what it is.
Well,
But why is she giving it to us?
She says it'll make you feel better.
What's in here?
Just stuff to make you feel better. It's just this potion I made.
You made this?
Yeah, of course.
What's in it?
Well, stick around and I'll teach you.
Nope.
Is it
Not-
organic?
Mostly.
GMO free?
It's not emo free.
I want to see the ingredients.
Pesticides?
Well, she's like, "Well, just take your seats."
Okay.
This is the work of Abe, the trumpet guy.
So Miss Forsh tells the entire class to take off their shoes, so you're all barefoot. And she says, "Today we'll be walking in the pit of vines." And you see in the corner a boarded kind of garden area. It's about a 4-inch high board and a bunch of dirt. And there's a bunch of wriggling vines in this kind of squared off area. And she says, "They're mostly friendly, not to worry. And let's go." And you see each student are kind of lined up to go through these, walk through these vines. And you notice the vines are wrapping around their feet as they walk through. And then they do release. And then the vines are feeding off the... And she says, "The vines feed off the dead skin of your feet. And it's a great way to exfoliate." And so, Erica, you're next in line to...
No, that's her.
Erica, you're next in line to go across. What do you do? Do you walk across the vines?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You walk across and you feel a tingling sensation. You feel like it's exfoliating your skin off your feet. No big deal. Monica, you're next.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay, you go across,
Love a petty.
and they clean your feet.
Amazing.
You actually feel good. Tina, you're next.
So sus.
And the teacher's looking at you. Tina, you're next. Please. You're holding up the class.
Do we have to?
It's part of the class. It's part of the education. Yes, you have to. This is how you learn about horticulture, my dear.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So you walk across the vines and they slide across your feet, cleaning up your dead skin.
Which I hate.
But suddenly one of the vines wraps tightly around your foot.
Of course it is.
And you can't move as you're trying to tug it free. And Miss Fjorsh says, "It'll let you go. Don't, just relax." And you're just kind of sitting there relaxing, listening to her. The vines start wrapping up your leg and up around your body. And Mrs. Fjorsh just kind of lives up and starts dragging you down onto the dirt. And they continue to wrap around your body. You can feel the ones originally around your feet getting tighter and tighter, and your feet are going from green to purple. The foot is wrapped around. The other students start screaming, and Miss Feroce is running around holding her hands to her face. You can roll a d20 for me
Why?
to see if you can use your strength to break open.
I was going to say, can I have a rage?
Yes, you
Rage.
can. You can rage, because then you get advantage.
Exactly.
You get advantage?
That's what I'm doing?
Yeah, so you get to roll the d20 twice and take the higher number.
Okay, 7.
Okay. Roll again.
1.
What's a rage?
So you go into this rage, and you try to break out from the vines, but they're too strong. They tighten more and more, and your foot is
Even
turning,
with my rage?
Wasn't a strong rage.
Oh.
your foot is turning blue. And you're starting to lose feeling in your foot, and you're actually now restrained. You can't move because it's gone around your arms. One is going around your neck, and you feel like you can't breathe. Erica and Monica, what do? You notice that her skin and her face is turning blue, and her eyes are starting to flutter.
I'm gonna just start slashing at it with my sword.
Okay. You slash at it. Take a shot.
Okay. 1.
Hey, nice
Roll
friend.
roll damage.
What is it?
Kate, can I use 2 equipments?
Right after your
Oh.
turn.
4.
4. So you slice at the vines, and you accidentally hit your friend Tina, and you do 4 points of damage to you. So from your total hit points.
You hit me?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
stabbed you.
So you have
Can-
14 hit points. You
I'm
got to
helping.
subtract 4.
Do I have my rope back? Did I grab it back?
So subtract 4. How much do you have? You have 10.
10.
So write down 10 somewhere there.
Do I have my rope back?
Yeah, you got it.
Or can she move?
She can't move.
Okay, can I take my flask of whiskey
Oh.
and my lantern and light a fire on the vines?
Yeah, but okay, kill me. Oh, burn
No,
me.
no. It's magic, so just the vines burn and singe, and they release you, and then you can crawl out. Right?
But they're attached. They're
Anything is
strangling
possible.
me.
No, but I'm gonna burn the vines.
Yeah, but
So
that are
then-
attached to me.
But the vines won't spread the fire. I'm just singeing.
You
pour-
can't speak because the phone's wrapped
Okay,
around
so
your
I'm gonna
neck.
pour some whiskey
Where are you pouring it?
just on the periphery of the vines,
Okay.
and then I put the lantern and light a fire in the vines.
You don't have a cigarette lighter.
But the lantern,
What lantern?
I have a lantern.
Oh, you do. Okay, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
But it's not lit.
It's
Do you have Tinder?
tinder, like tinderbox.
Lanterns and
yeah.
kerosene.
Yeah, you can light it then.
Okay.
So,
do I have to use the lantern or just
so
the
you're
tinderbox?
you're wrapped up. You can't move. All of a sudden, around the perimeter of this wooden box that you're sitting in, you're restrained. It lights up on fire.
And then I throw my rope
Okay.
and get her.
So this rope falls on top of you.
And burns in the fire.
No,
Okay, that's your turn.
I just saved your ass.
You can roll another d20 to try and escape.
I just solved the game, guys. I'm
Because
sick
you're
of it.
raging. You can still roll it with advantage, so roll again. You roll sucky.
10.
So 10. What's your plus modifier in your strength? +4? And don't they get a plus on when they're raging? Or is it just... I think it's 14.
Advantage.
Yeah, it's just advantage.
I get a +2 bonus on melee damage rolls?
Melee damage rolls. So it's 14 and the DC was 15 to break free. So you didn't quite roll high enough.
But
So
the vines are burnt.
you can't breathe. You're about to black out,
Mm-hmm.
and your foot is like dead to you. You don't even feel your foot anymore. And the vines are starting to catch fire, but they're just wrapped around her. The fire is growing closer to you. What do you guys do? Everyone's screaming and running around.
Who gets to go right now?
that's you.
It'd be your turn because you.
Oh, I wish I used my oil instead of whiskey.
You did. The kerosene oil.
No, I used a flask of whiskey.
She's the whiskey that.
No,
witch-
you used
Can I take it back?
No.
Ah!
What, the teacher's not doing anything?
Well, she's actually looking at the whiskey bottle that Erica had, wondering how she got it, or Monica had.
No, I had that already on me. That
Flask of
wasn't that
whiskey?
guy's.
You also have 2
Oh,
bottles.
I'll use that guy's though. I'll use actually, I'll use the whiskey. I want the dragon stuff.
Is there a fire alarm?
Yeah, there's a
Ah!
fire alarm. It's
But don't put out my fire. I'm saving her.
there's this little lizard by the door. You pull on its tail and it starts screaming.
Okay, I'm gonna pull on the lizard's tail.
There's a fire alarm.
Okay.
And Mr. Helios comes running in. They're letting all the people get out of the school. What's the matter? What's going on? And he grabs some water buckets and he puts out and blankets and he
Oh,
pans
it's not
out
like
the fire.
all my work.
sprinklers?
No, there's
Okay.
no sprinklers. So all the students, they evacuate the school. Mr. Helios runs in and he tamps out the fire with blankets. And you do notice you actually black out. You're unconscious as it kind of cuts the oxygen from you. You're still wrapped up in vines, and they kind of break off the vines and they kind of loosen a
Okay,
bit.
so my fire did nothing?
No, they loosened up the vines, but she's still blacked out.
Ugh.
So you're unconscious right now.
Okay.
Your
we
green
actually-
skin turned to blue.
We have to
and-
stop.
No,
Yeah, we have to.
I'm almost done. So
My green skin turned
When-
to blue.
yeah, just as you guys are like trying to oh my gosh, she's unconscious, and there's burnt lines all around. You hear a trumpet sound, and instantly all the vines are shredded to pieces around your foot. And you notice you're still breathing, but once you wake up, you sputter and you catch your breath, and your color returns to your face, and you're like, "Oh man, that hurts so much!" And you reach down to your foot and notice that your foot, where your big toe was, is missing, sliced off.
Like, what's her face's finger?
Sandra.
Mrs. Forsh tells one student to go get the nurse, and the rest, she says, "Stay calm, stay calm." And most of all, you don't speak. Do not speak to anyone of this, especially your parents. And just go along to your next class, and we'll take care of this. And Helios and Miss Forsh are out, and the nurse is coming in. You stay there to get fixed up. Teacher looks down and gives a face like she's about to throw up, and she's like, "Off to your next class, students." And so Erica and Monica, you go off to your next class while I take care of Tina. So you go off to theater class. You and Monica and Erica. And it's Bard Baristo is the theater teacher of the theater class. He's prepping the class for a big play towards the end of the year called The Bard and His Fans. With an outrageous voice, he says, "Come now, class, come in and sit down." And he walks in front of the theater room stage with bright, colorful, flowing clothes. And with a bow, he states, "Tonight, my minions, will be practicing the art of engaging with your fellow actor." And he says, "I want all of you to pair off. And Monica and Erica, you need to face each other and look into each other's eyes." He says, so you guys need to look at each other. Face each other's eyes. And now stare into the depths of the other person's soul. There would be no speaking, just staring. Just staring. He begins to walk around the students as
No,
you all stare at
I
each
don't
other.
want to do this.
Now you look into the pupils of your partner, and it's like almost like a portal into their soul. Focus on this. Find meaning in your relationship to your fellow actor without talking. Master this and your audience will believe anything you do. So Monica, as you stare into Erica's left eye, you see the pupil dilating. It's getting larger. And maybe this teacher's onto something. Maybe the eyes are portals into the soul. Maybe, and as you look ever deeper into their pupil, you hear a trumpet sound.
Nope.
And blood sprays all over your face, Monica,
And her eye?
causing you to gag and reel back. And Erica, you're confused at what's going on, but your vision is obscured. You reach to your face and you feel blood on your hand, and you realize, feeling your face, that your left eye has suddenly disappeared from its socket.
Wow.
And Mr. Baristo faints on the stage, and all the other students start screaming and running. Eventually, Nurse Rita, with her head bandaged, comes up to the class, and Tina follows you into the class, and she's wearing a large bandage around her foot. Nurse Rita's got it on her head, and she looks over at the fainted Mr. Baristo. And after everyone is bandaged up, an announcement by Mr. Helios comes over the speakers, telling all the students to head home after today's incidents. So the three of you head to your lockers together. You're bandaged up, you only have one eye. As the school empties out, while you're at your locker, you think about all these strange attacks today. First it was Sandra losing her finger in the cafeteria. Then the nurse Rita lost her ear in her office. And then Tina loses her toe in the fantastic horticulture class. And now Erica loses her eye in theater class. And in each situation, you hear a trumpet just before someone instantly became injured. So what would you like to do?
I'm still good.
You're still good.
I have a potion of healing.
Yeah, so it stops the bleeding.
That doesn't heal it. No, I have a potion of healing.
That's how it works.
Does Abe play the trumpet? Do we
Yes,
know?
he does.
He is. He's. Monica, you know that you play music class with him in the music portable in the back.
Okay, well,
of
we
the
need to
school.
go find him.
Okay. All of you roll an investigation. Roll a d20. And add your intelligence modifier.
10 plus... Oh, minus 1?
Minus 1 because you're dumb.
11.
13 plus what?
Your intelligence modifier?
14.
14? Okay. So you know where a lot of times he hangs out at the portable in the back of the school by the... close to the smoke pit. And he always hangs out there practicing his trumpet.
So we go there.
You go there?
Yeah.
Okay. So the music room portable is off from the school. It's its own little building. It has a door and a couple windows on one side. You hear noise through one of the windows.
What noise?
You hear someone talking.
Can I listen in?
You hear a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it just repeats over and over again.
Can I peek in a window?
You peek in and you see Abe Gould, the pimple-faced boy, pacing in a circle in the middle of the room. He's holding a trumpet in his hand, and he's looking down at the floor. It's kind of dark in there, so you can't see what's on the floor.
holding a
I'm
trumpet?
good at dim light.
Okay, so you see he's walking around a circle with a pentagram.
Oh.
There is the scarecrow from the cafeteria is in the middle of the circle. And on the pentagram, you see, looks like body parts around 4 of the points of the star.
I see an eyeball.
Wait, isn't a pentagram like
You
this?
see an eyeball.
God damn it.
Wait, isn't that a pentagram?
And so he
No,
walks,
it's a star.
do a star, and then a circle around it.
Oh, yes.
So as he walks around to each, he's saying 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's a piece of a body part under each point. And then when he gets to the 5th one that's empty, he's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's mad that the last one's empty. He goes 5.
Can I... are any of the windows open?
No, they don't open.
Okay.
That's
Am
why
I
it sucks in there. It gets so hot.
If I cast like magic missile, could I send it through the window at him, like and surprise
It
him?
would probably explode on the window.
Okay.
The door is to the right.
Oh, I can create 3 darts though. So can I send 1 dart to break the window and 2 in his face?
Yeah, you can do that.
I want to know what he's doing. Go.
Okay, I do that. The
Darts.
magic missile thing.
Okay, so First one, dart breaks the window, explodes. Two of them smash through the window and hit Abe's. And he looks over at you guys, and he looks up at you, Monica, and he kind of sees the three of you, and he looks at, and he will hunger in his eyes when he sees you. And he goes, "It's not too late. Good, you've come. It's not too late." And
Did he ask me out to the dance the first time? Or did he ask Sandra?
Yes, Sandra.
Okay.
And he holds the trumpet up to his lips, and he blows. You hear a trumpet, and then you yell back in pain, reaching for your face, blood dripping down your face as your nose disappears.
The nose job I've always wanted.
And then Abe all of a sudden appears at another spot instantly at the circle. He puts the ear down, and he goes, "I've done it!" And he yells out, "The trumpet!" And you see this mist coming out of the circle, and it grabs each of your pieces, and it kind of flows towards the scarecrow. And the scarecrow jolts like it's alive, and suddenly it starts moving, and Abe cries in exultation, "My date!" And I have a date to the dance. All I needed was a little bit of Monica in my life.
Oh my god.
A little bit of Erica by my side.
No way.
A little bit of Rita is all I need.
Oh my god.
A little bit of Tina is all I see. Is what I see.
No.
A little bit of Sandra in the sun.
Oh my god.
And the scarecrow looks over at Abe and smashes him right in the face, knocking him backwards into the wall. And Abe slumps down unconscious onto the floor.
Oh my god.
And the scarecrow turns to you guys looking menacingly. And you guys fight it because we have to go. And
Okay.
you beat it. But you have saved the school, and you've defeated Abe Ghoul's nefarious plans to create his own date for the dance.
And then me and kilometers.
The three of you get to visit Nurse Rita, who uses her magical clerical powers to repair all your injuries. You go to the dance with your dates, and you're celebrated for your heroism for save the day. Sandra is pouting in the corner. She's pouting in the corner, not liking the three of you getting all the attention.
Ha!
I want to pull a Heather's and burn down the gym.
Okay.
Heathers.
What's a Heather's?
All of a sudden,
What's a Heather's?
Is that movie?
Yeah.
all of a
What's
sudden,
Heather's?
It's a movie.
all of a sudden, the lizard fire alarm pull stations all start going off as the building ignites on fire.
Nice.
And
I just wanted a Heather's.
the Erica and her date, who is Buddy Tondi, they're snickering in the side as the building goes up in fire.
Oh my god. Okay, that was a great ending. I just need a little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Rita by my side. A little bit of Tina is all I...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna be a buzz like I had last week. I must stay deep, cause talk is cheap. I like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they're getting sweeter. So what can I do? I really bag you, my lord. To me, flirting is just like a sport. Anything fly, it's all good. Let me jump in, please sing in the trumpet. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Erica by my side. A little bit of Rita's all I need. A little bit of Tina's what I see. A little bit of Sandra in the sun. A little bit of Mary all night long. A little bit of Jessica, here I am. A little bit of you makes me your man.
Thanks for listening to our Father's Day one-shot adventure, School District No. 5, where the nefarious Abe Ghoul tries to create his own date for the school dance. There's a lot of Easter eggs in this podcast in regards to the song you just heard, so please feel free to add your comments to the YouTube version of this podcast of the Easter eggs you think you have found. Go to www.perilouspursuits.com for links to our YouTube and other streaming platforms. And you can also download a copy of this adventure for free to play with your kids next Father's Day at the website. A massive thank you to the podcast Dungeons and Daddies, Season 2, Episode 2, Dance Dance Revelations, who originally wrote this story, but I've taken a few liberties to change some stuff. I hope you have a great Father's Day, give your kids a big hug, and go play some D&D.